out here. This is Brad's boat. Awesome 19.5 footer.
There's crappie boat on the lake.
There you go. He's very proud of it. Nice boat. You ready to kill it?
It's time to kill it. We're gonna catch some fish today.
There you go. Brad's got a nice setup here. And this will be the first time I've videoed out of somebody else's boat, so it's going to be kind of interesting. So, all right, you know you have a good friend when he's allowing you to drill into his boat just for the camera equipment. Nice and snug. That's a good friend right there. Let me put that in there. All right, folks, we're out here on Lake of Egypt, freezing our butts off. Exciting news, 3poundfishing.com. Go check it out. 10-foot deep water, roughly around 5 foot down. Very similar to what I did last time I was out here. Focusing in on the coves that the waves are running into. So right now we're just in a search mode.
I don't know if it was you or was it somebody else. Last spring before, there were boats, probably 5 or 6 of them lined up right here.
No, I was with you.
Okay, and we didn't do very well, but other guys were just killing them right here.
I got one.
Into the shore.
I got a good one right here. Hey, so let me
warm up that live well.
Woo! Right there, boys and girls, right there. That's a solid pounder. That is a heavy fish.
That's how it's done.
Fish. I'm just thinking we could mark this and then put the nose into the wind.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yep.
I'm just gonna put it right there. That was roughly where I caught it. See them? That's good marks right there.
Flip out some minnows.
They're all in here. Well, those are fish. What are you showing under your monitor right there? I'm like,
yeah.
Hey, they are right here.
You know, when you find fish like this, you get really excited, but we didn't even realize how good we had it. We had these fish right everywhere around us. There. Left, right, center. We knew that we had to stay a little deeper than 10 foot, but we knew they were everywhere at this point. And when we started spider rigging, that's when the fire really set off.
Good. Get that one in.
Oh, take control of the motor.
You got it?
Just keep us there. There's one right away.
Holy cow.
Doesn't take long. Right up here.
Leave that
deeper one.
Leave that live well open. How deep were you?
I always have to give my props to Crappie.com. Check out that hat. Very nice hat. Great website. You need to go visit if you haven't seen it.
That's a big one, folks.
I was having a lot of luck with the bobber fishing up to this point, but Brad will catch on here shortly when he starts spider rigging.
Not my day.
There's one.
Matt's day today, I'll tell you that.
That's a good pig right there.
That's sets the pros different from everybody else.
There it is. So yeah, it's 12 foot down, 12 foot of water, 5 foot down. Right there, folks, right there. It's a good heavy one. That Charlie motor I'm getting is this set it right here, man. We never have to do anything. This is a good fish right here.
Oh yeah.
All right, at this point, Brad gets fed up with the bobber fishing and decides he wants a spider rig, and it pays off big time. I joined him shortly here, but boy, he really put on a clinic on the spider rigging here for a while and did a lot of good catching.
The old double hook. Look at that.
Got another one. Ooh, there's a fighter.
Oh, Bradley's pulling them in.
I'll say I had some catching up to do though. You were schooling me there for the first couple hours.
There's one. So that was my depth right there. There. Good fishing. Been a while.
Got one out.
There you go. Another hog for you. You get the big ones.
They're all hogs today. We haven't caught a bad one today. Gonna be busy cleaning tonight. Control motor.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. Pulled him right out of the water.
Have you heard of 3-pound fishing right there?
Oh no, that's
Right there.
that's a good website right there.
Just went active.
I need to get on that.
Oh, dang it.
I need to get on that and like it.
There's one. That might challenge fish of the day.
Oh,
Right there. That's a hog. Wish I would have brought my scale.
I got one. That step.
Man, that's a good fish right there.
Oh, got a double.
I got you. Folks, this isn't the easiest thing to do. We're doing a mixture of spider rigging and bobber fishing. Not recommended, but
Now, what we are about to prove is that when they are biting, it does not matter how good your setup is. This is not ideal. Brad is just getting started with this setup, so I don't blame him. But this thing is all rattly, not tightened down. We're using different length poles. We're way up above the water. We've got waves crashing in. None of it makes sense whatsoever. It goes against everything, single thing that I said in that tutorial about spider rigging. But it works. When they are biting, it doesn't matter. You throw it in there, these guys are going to bite it. So we ended up limiting out. We stopped filming. We were catching so many fish. That's how good it got. I also want to mention one thing. You see the white boat out there in front? That boat was sitting around 14 foot of water, and they stayed there the entire time. That is an advantage of having spot lock. That is totally an advantage rather than having to work a foot pedal the entire time while you're out there. The other thing is they were very consistent staying in that depth. We learned that, we kept watching them, and we started moving out, and that school of fish that we continue to see even in the 10-foot range, they kept moving slightly out. We kept moving with them at the 14, 16-foot depths. And we were catching fish anywhere between 8 and 12 foot down, and it got crazy. Now remember, when you're spider rigging, you see that I'm pointing to Brad's line. I'm telling him that he's got a bite going on, because just like everybody, we kind of get a little sidetracked. We start looking at the boats, the people, what's going on, and you got to help each other out constantly. I think what I learned on this trip was that you do have to adjust, and I've always known that you have to adjust, but you know, we kept watching some spider riggers around us doing pretty well, and Brad was like, why aren't we spider rigging? And I kind of fought him for a long time with the bobber fishing, but I'll tell you, I'm glad I kind of went in with the spider rigging, because I'm telling you, it was off the chain. Now, I think we both would agree at this point that if we could do it again, we would take away probably 1 pole each and just deal with 2 poles each, because really 3 poles was too much, and we got there quicker, but I'm just telling you, it was frantic for a while. Now, we did fish with everything on this trip. We did go with jigs, we did double rigs, but at the end of the day, the minnows killed everything else. I mean, it was literally an 8-to-1 deal difference between the two. Going with a minnow, you caught one automatically. If you went with a jig, you had to wait quite a while. So we stuck with minnows for the rest of the trip, and boy, it paid off.